So if I want to do a dramatic thing, I can. I can be like,
I remember.
go on, Toby, do your thing, man. If you guys are listening, this is the one we're releasing next. So. I can't believe it's gone now. Tell me, have you found it in the ground? Keep searching for the one who will take a hold. Watch as he turns it to gold. And then you'll see eternity. You can be free, yeah. Sell your soul to me and leave it on now. Keep our secrets in the dark. Cry tears that just don't seem to stop, and then they're broken from the top.
Hello, welcome to the 5th episode of the Bristol's Local Artist Podcast. I'm here at Bimm again with Happy Ritual. Nice to meet you guys.
Hello.
Okay, let's just quickly run through your names to tell me who you are and what you do in the band.
I'm Jaden and I sing.
I'm Harry. I play the bass.
I'm Toby. I play guitar.
Awesome. And is there anyone else in the band?
Tom.
Yeah, I drum.
But he's busy working.
He's busy working.
He's here in spirit.
Yeah.
Here in spirit, but not here in fact. Oh well, that's not too much of a
It's a
problem.
drummer thing.
It's a drummer thing. Probably in 50 other bands. No.
It's cheating on us.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so how did each of you get into music? You're all at Bimm, so that means you must have started quite young.
Nah. I think like I did a little bit of singing when I was 9 and I stopped. And then I got into filmmaking and then I stopped and got back into music. I kind of like when my voice broke, I was like, this is it, no more music. And then I kind of learned to sing again.
Yeah.
And then I started our band when I was like, 17, 16?
Yeah.
And then Toby came along and then we moved here and then,
Yeah. Okay. And so you two, when did you start playing music?
I started playing guitar when I was like 6 or 7, and then I kind of stopped for a bit, and then I started up again in year 7. And I started playing bass. I wanted to be a drummer, but my dad's exact words were "fuck that." So I picked bass instead, and I've not looked back since, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just again, a bit like how he started in year 7. I put down on the form I wanted to be a bass player. They didn't have any options for bass, so guitar player I was after that. And went to college, met this fine fellow over here who recruited me into his band, and I'm here now, having fun.
Yeah, Bimm seems to be quite a good place for bands that are starting.
Yeah.
And yeah, having places where you can rent them out for free. Last time we were in the green screen room. This time we're in more of like a performance area, which is quite nice. We've got a drum kit here, which I was playing earlier. I haven't been able to do that.
We
in a
got
while.
no drummer to play.
Oh, well, never mind. Okay, here's a weird question which I've had on the sheet for ages, but I've never actually asked it. What does music mean to each of you?
I don't know, man. Like, I think it's fun. I think, like, it's deeper than that, but I also think I don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
I kind of just write the songs, we get on stage, and we have a good fucking time, and we give people a good time, but I don't really think about it much, you know.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Like, I can't remember who asked me to add this to the list. I think it might have been the Effectives, and they asked me to add the question, and I don't think I even asked it to them.
Well,
Like, interesting.
I think it's kind of like, it's escapism, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think anyone really wants to think about it too much. They kind of just, I think it's good to ask people, but I think at the same time, kind of like to just have fun with it and don't really care what it really means. Yeah,
But in reality, somewhere behind your music, there's something.
there's definitely something there, yeah. But
Yeah, I was
What do you
sure.
guys think?
I think there's always like a little bit of a part of you. I know.
Mm.
You know, I definitely feel like sort of had a bad day, go play guitar. Had a great day, play guitar. You know, go back.
Guitar's always there to fall back on.
Guitars are always there through hard times, through good. You know, it's always been there. And I mean, I always really associate music with family because my dad's a guitar player. He sort of helped get me into it, and it's like it's one of those sort of shared passions. You know, it's like something we always sort of talk about when in the pub. Like before we were getting gigs down here, literally for about 4 weeks straight, I was talking to him about how he gets gigs with his band and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just all about that connection, you know. You meet people for your music, you know.
Oh yeah, I've really enjoyed meeting loads of bands, partly through this, but also going to like open mics and that. So your band's called Happy Ritual. Where does the name come from?
Oh, Jane, you got to tell
I
this
came
story.
up with it.
Freaky ritual.
The Freaky Ritual, man. Everyone gets our name wrong.
Right.
People go like, Happy Ritual? Like,
That's
it's
what it
not a
is on.
word.
I think that's what it is on Instagram and all that.
Yeah, well, like, ritual's not a word, so
Yeah.
there's a level of like, what the fuck? Sorry, what are you on about?
Yeah.
And the freaky comes from. This isn't the actual name. Sorry, I'm getting off it.
It comes from band practices.
Happy. the long nights alone after a gig. Now, Happy Ritual, I guess, is like it's ironic. I think it's like at the time I was like 16, right? So as much as I hate to say it, it comes from the same place as like the name Nirvana, where it's like it doesn't really add up at all to the music.
Yeah.
I think a lot of our music is depressive lyrically, or like has something say like politically or something, which is not. You know, it contrasts it. I think it mostly comes from the contrast.
I
Yeah.
thought it was a metaphor for having a wank.
A bit of both. Bit of both.
Yeah, happy ritual.
That's definitely in it. That's where the Freaky Ritual comes from.
Well, that
Nah,
sounds like
freak-
Nirvana too, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly, man.
I think Nirvana 2 would have been a very good name.
Yeah, we'll call it. You know, we'll change our name to Nirvana too.
No.
I think we should call ourselves like Nirvana Soundgarden. I think that's.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that goes hard.
To be fair, I was listening earlier, and it's quite grungy music that you're playing. So,
It is, yeah.
So, and you mentioned Nirvana, I was like, well, there
We
you go.
tend not to call it grunge because, like,
Yeah.
You tend not to. Call
I tend not to call it
grunge.
grunge because I feel like grunge was a
Purist.
movement that happened. I'm not a purist, but I feel like it's a movement that happened like what
Yeah.
30 years ago.
I mean, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
It's just if that's where you're taking somewhat inspiration
Yeah,
from.
definitely.
But the thing is,
It's a-
as musicians, we don't like putting labels on it
Yeah,
because
definitely
at the end of the day, you just write the song and that's what comes out. It's not like
but
we're thinking about the genre.
I feel like calling ourselves grunge-inspired heavy alternative rock is just a bit of a
I
mouthful.
don't like doing that.
No.
We usually just say like, man, we do rock. You know, like we a lot of the time categorize as alternative rock, but like
Yeah.
I don't.
It's just how they group bands so that you can know who's going to support you.
Well, at one point we thought about going by Hog Rock or Raw Dog, but we didn't feel like that was the call in the end. Because then you get more questions. Then like, what the fuck is Hog Rock? And then you have to go down the
I feel
hole.
like if someone asked what the fuck is raw dog, I feel like that's not our job to
But
explain.
then
it
you
to
know
them.
you've
Yeah.
made it when eventually a Wikipedia
If
page.
that name catches on,
Yeah.
that name will catch on.
Hog rock.
Yeah.
Oh, so you mentioned a bit about your music and your influences. What is your sort of process for writing new songs? Do you each sort of just bring a part to the table, or does one person go?
Yeah, we do our own bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I write an average one song a year, so that kind of comes out once.
It's kind of hard to write songs. Like sitting down and write.
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I can't sit down and write a song. I've got to like be sat there playing guitar or like bass or
Yeah,
something, and then I'll come
exactly.
up with a riff or something. Oh, that's cool, and I'll forget it the next week or something.
Yeah.
So I need to start bringing it to the band.
Yeah, always got to record it.
Yeah.
I know I'm
Well,
always there.
with-
But like,
it's
that's a
the
good
one
idea.
time where you
hold it,
don't
hold it.
have the
Yeah.
recording going. That's when all the good stuff
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Harry was
exactly.
like, well, I don't know if you're on bass or guitar, but he's playing something really cool. And I was like, oh, let me record that. He's like, okay, I'm not sure what I was playing, and then he plays something completely different. We
Yeah.
lost it.
Yeah,
think-
dog.
Most of our songs at the moment come from either me or Toby just sat there.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of do a bit of a like Team Zero type thing.
We do a lot of stuff together. I think usually one of us come up with a riff, Toby will make it way better and like way more technically proficient, and then Harry and Tom will go in and add all their like magic, and then I just come up with the lyrics like the night before. We're like, okay, we got a new song, and then we'll play it the next week.
Oh yeah, well that's that's a good way to do it. To be fair, if that's the way it works for you guys, some people go more heavily on the lyrics. Like someone will be like, I've got this lyric that I want to stick to a song, and other people it's all about the riffs and the.
I struggle with that for sure. Like I feel like there's only we're finding that a lot, I guess, in like a lot of modern rock, especially or modern music. Like there's only so many things you have to say, and you end up repeating sort of the same story in different ways.
Yeah.
And it's trying to find like, especially because our music always driven in the same way, right? You've always got that big riff-driven sound, so like there's a finite amount of things you can fit in between like the huge guitars and the chaotic drums. And finding the balance is like, it's a bit of a pain, but we get it, I think, most of the time.
Yeah. Well, it will develop as you go as well, so it's a bit of a process. So is there any music in the works?
Yeah.
Always
Always.
music in the works.
We've just finished recording a song. Well, I say just finished. It was like almost a month ago now, but it's in the mixing process with our friend Leo. We did two, but
I'm not happy with the other
yeah,
ones.
we
I'm
ain't
not
happy with
doing
one
it.
of them. So, well, what the one we're going to release next?
Evolve it, or turn into something else.
Yeah, I mean, we like
Yeah.
the song. It's just the performance wasn't as good. We were a bit time crunched, but we've got one that we're pretty happy with. We're getting it mixed up now.
At least we know like how to record them. From like I think because we tried to do like a whole recording session in like what was it like
6 hours.
6 hours?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
We spent more time setting up. and
It was
things.
not working. with
I
us.
sat in the studio that whole time doing nothing.
Oh yeah, you didn't get to record anything.
No,
it was just like
because we were meant
just
to, it was
chilling.
meant to be bass, and it was meant to be drums, guitar, bass, and vocals, and then you got a bit upset. You vocals.
No, it was because I wasn't happy with how the vocals turned out, but that's not why it got delayed.
Yeah.
So
I had to record my bass in a little room without
We
an
had-
actual amp.
yeah, we
I
had
was
a
not
specific
happy with.
mic that the producer wanted to use my voice, but he could only use it if we were in that room. And then in order to record the vocals, he needed a guitar. So then Toby ended up kind of taking Harry's place in the line, which wasn't ideal, especially because it's a really bass-driven song at the beginning. But
Yeah.
we made it work, I think.
Well, I look forward to hearing whatever comes out. Even if that one doesn't come out for years as you develop it. But yeah, you've got a few songs out already.
Yeah.
So where can we find those?
That's with the old lineups. We don't talk about it much, but I think they were right songs. I think they were right songs. I think they were
I
right
like
songs.
'em. They got me in the band.
Yeah, to be
Do,
fair,
do you not play the songs from your old lineup?
we spoke about it. We haven't yet. No.
Okay.
B-side blues though. B-side
These songs
blues.
is a good song. If you want to listen to them, you can find them on Spotify, Apple Music, all the usual stuff under our name.
Yeah,
B-side
awesome.
blues.
I'll
Thank
put,
you,
I'll put
Rachel.
links in the descriptions of the video and stuff. Like you'll just have all of the links and be able to find them. So look below. Cool. Do you have any gigs coming up?
Oh, we do indeed.
Right. Do you know when these are? And
Our next one is on the 10th of May at the Exchange, Bristol main stage. I think doors are at 5:15. We don't know when we're on, but
get
That's
there
the next
early.
Anywhere from 5 to 8.
Keep
probably
an eye.
playing.
and then we've got one in the works which no one's announced yet, but that will be
Okay.
sometime in the next like early June.
Okay,
I
so
was
keep an eye on your social medias and you'll be able to find
I
that.
was just chatting to the singer of a band who also based in Bristol, and hopefully got us some support slots with them.
Oh really?
Yeah, it'd be quite cool.
Pretty
Yeah,
sick.
you know Mopsy Dolls?
I love
Oh,
Moxie.
yeah,
We're all fans of Moxie.
Yeah,
Dolls.
I met the singer earlier. She seems sound as fuck, so I messaged him. Hopefully.
That'd be cool as fuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're really
that'd be
looking to
sick.
get into the Bristol punk scene because
Yeah.
we're in an awkward spot where we don't really fit with any of the indie bands we get put with, and we're not really like a straight punk band either.
Yeah.
So there's not really like a great place for us at the moment in like
I
where
think
the
it's quite
lineups
good
are.
for us.
I think we're
I think
pre-
because we stand out more that way.
Yeah.
I feel like if we were playing with two other bands who sounded exactly the same as us, it'd just be boring. Like,
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if we had like a gig and we had like an indie band open and then like a punk band support and then we played, it's like a nice variety of music or like swapping around. Like when we played Thunderbolt last, it was a doom metal band who started off, then us, and then like a psychedelic group
They were
shoegaze
cool,
band.
man. They were cool.
So it was like a real variety of music, and I feel like that's probably better for gigs.
Yeah.
Because then everyone gets a little bit of something they enjoy. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think it's just like on the promoter's part, they're not really sure the person.
Yeah, I guess the I think that they'll be able to find that out more when you've released more music,
Yeah,
probably.
definitely.
But yeah, I think a lot of bands struggle a bit with that. On the other side of it, having lots of heavier bands, you tend to get certain people that only want to go to the heavier side of music.
Yeah,
They
it's
want
just
to go and
difficult,
mosh.
like balance.
And if you go in last, then you know you're just going to have mosh pits the whole time because everyone's waiting.
That's the hope for the one we're doing after May. That's what we're trying to get going.
Okay, well, I look forward to that. So yeah, we mentioned a bit about your gigs and all that. So the 10th of May one, where can we get tickets for that? Was it 10th of May? Was it?
Yeah, 10th of May.
Yeah.
No, it's what's it called?
Soma?
Fat Soma. Yeah.
Fat Soma. Okay.
Early bird is sold out, but
Yeah,
there's still a bunch of like the advance tickets aren't that expensive. I think they're only like £6, and
Awesome.
it's like a long night with like 6 bands, so it's definitely worth coming along for anyone who wants to.
Get there early because we're playing first.
I hope we're not playing first.
I think we're playing first. I think the fact we're first on the list of bands
we're
isn't
first.
a good
We're
sign.
first. We're last on the
It's not necessarily a
poster.
No, it's
bad
not
time
bad.
to go.
Not on the website though. We're second on the website.
Oh.
So we'll see what
I
happens.
know Indecision is main support.
Yeah.
So I spoke to Joe earlier. He said they're main support. So it's down to us, Supermarché, and who else?
Reaches.
Reaches.
Well, I think I saw them. They were playing with the Effectives. I think
They were. Yeah.
I'll get a gig with them soon.
it'd be a good
The
night
Effectives.
anyway.
Yeah, I think
We were going to
Effectives
work
can
with the
be good.
Effectives, but it didn't line up. It's a shame.
Yeah.
They were very good. Like
Yeah, they're great.
I was really enjoying their mosh pits.
You should come along on the 10th.
I will try to make it work. I've got a new job, so it might not
Fair
work.
enough.
I'll have to check my schedule on that one, but I'd quite like to. Cool. So that's I think we've covered pretty much everything we need to cover there. So I would just quickly like to thank Happy Ritual for
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
for
appreciate it.
inviting me round to Bimm again. I need to bring both posters round here, so like
We need to print off some posters as well.
Yeah.
it's
We're working with a
bit of an ache, isn't it?
designer now, aren't we? So
We got it. We got Harry's friend introduced us to. No, Harry has a friend
Yeah.
who's a really fucking good graphics designer, and they're sorting us out for
Shout
the
out to
next few
Maisie.
gigs. If you've got a band and you want a graphics designer, it's alright.
Maisie something.
Something.
Well,
So
Yeah, like send me the tag for
Yeah,
that
I'll
and
send
I'll
you the tag.
put a link.
we'll definitely tag it when we next get a poster through. Anyway,
Awesome.
so
yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all we've got to say. So if you enjoy these interviews, and maybe you're a band and would like to be on one, then please do get in contact. All the details and everything like that will be below. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, and we'll hopefully see you for episode 6.
right tears that just don't seem to stop, and then they're broken from the top, and then you'll see eternity. You can be free, yeah. So your soul and me. And then you'll see eternity. You can be free, yeah. Sell your soul to me, yeah. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I'm the Redeemer. Well, and you're mine, oh mine, oh mine. 'Cause I'm the Redeemer, and you're mine, oh mine, oh mine. Let's do it. Took me so much not to laugh throughout that, and then you just slowed down the ending and then went.